Hey there, folks. The cat caught wind of all the videos, I guess, and instead of sleeping over here, she's sleeping over here on the chair. So no over-the-shoulder stuff anymore. Um, so I don't know why I said all that, just to kind of warm up. Okay, so um, what I wanted to say was hi, my name is Josh, and you're watching the first episode of Fly Safe. Fly safe is derivative of the common term used in Eve to communicate to another player in whatever message or form you're using. That things are cool between you and the other player. Fly safe between us. That I was going out to derelict, but that's only because who knows who's really gonna see that and find out that I'm not going out to derelict. Oh, check it out, a Charon. Now these are big. These are somewhat bigger than a battleship. They're super like industrial carry freighters. Um, you know, I think we're gonna bump. Oh no, I'm gonna bump a Charon. Yep, kind of bumped off the Charon's shielding or whatever you want to call it. The stuff in between our ships that doesn't actually allow us to fly through each other most of the time. See, I gotta remember to do this whenever there's like an epic scene or something, or where I can just fat chance. It allows us to do this, reach out, and let people know that we're doing it, you know, because then they may want to get involved. And by involved, I mean by producing their own footage that is open or Creative Commons, and it would allow me to we could all mix our footage separately or together or whatever, and maybe even produce some kind of like perspective based, retelling of events. Is he still around? No, he warped off. He was already probably trying to warp out when I did that. And here we go. Now that we're on autopilot, and you've already seen the story as told in my corporate chat with Veronique Sassor. By the way, Veronique, feel free to get involved in something like this. It'd be kind of cool to mix the storylines of Eve, you know. I hadn't, in metagame terms, I hadn't been able to play Eve with this account for about 2 or 3 weeks. And during that time, I guess the gantry surrounding, oh, we were going to go, right. Don't jump between us. If they're not cool, you might use a different term, or fly dangerous. is one that I've heard, or fly unsafe. But fly safe generally means keep your wits about you, and we hope you have a good day and don't get your ass kicked. As far as a YouTube show, the one that I'm going to do, Fly Safe is like, put it this way, Galactic Resource Development. My tunes aren't even in their own corp anymore. They're leaving Galactic Resource Development because we are kind of broke and can't get into our hangars. And so we're going to join another corp and not be corporate CEOs for a while. We're just going to play EVE and enjoy EVE and do the fun stuff that's in EVE and film the fun stuff and film other players in the Alliance who are cool with being filmed for this kind of stuff. Because you know what? We're probably not going to make it into a null. I was going to go show you what's going on out at Pay 1 without drawing attention from... but what... See, the weird thing is I'm not at war with the... I'm not at war with anybody who's in system right now. But my corp isn't... This is hard to explain. This is a period in time where my alt corp and my main corp... My alt corp is run by Kristen Marie and Dylan Patrick, my alts who I play on this account from time to time. And it's really cool. I will actually play them more now that I'm recording because they tell the story of Galactic Resource Development in its early days when it was just a two-man corp. Alright, see, this isn't even my Poco. Oh, flew right through because we were still in warp. I didn't want to come this close. This isn't actually where the Poco should be. I think what's going on, and I don't want to sit next to it, so we're going to kind of just drift off as fast as we can. But this is where you arrive when you come to Pay 1. You know how you come out from Pay 1 like it shows here, 5,000 kilometers off Pay 1? Why is there a customs... There shouldn't be a customs office at that point. And if there is, it shouldn't be allowed to have any effect on Pay 1. But as we can see, it's been shooting off a number of... let me actually look at it. It's shooting off every minute, one more thing. Is there something... What is that? Oh, yeah. It's taking in and receiving from the planet below. And I have a colony on Pay 1. I think. Maybe not. Anymore. Wow. How did that get removed? Nobody else does either. That's really weird. Maybe they had to completely delete the situation in Pay 1 out of the game in order for this to correct itself. And when they did so, that produced the original customs office. And they'll probably make up some story like Concord or whatever, or Interbus or whatever, realized that the gantry was left. Because I bet you what happened was while I was unsubbed, the gantry expired. Because if it's not finished, it will expire in like 2 days or something like that. And maybe that's what happened. And this other corp comes along and there's nothing orbiting Pay 1. But then why did they war deck me? And why did they then put up their own... See, because technically, when you come into a planet, like, I'll show you we'll see if this theory works on a different planet in the system. Oh, we're gonna warp through the customs office again. Now, we come to pay 2, and we arrive just over 4,500 kilometers off system, off planet rather, at 4,700